But first up tonight, look, it's disappointing but not surprising that rural debt in Australia is spiralling as farmers battle drought, trade sanctions, a lack of water security and now the impact of COVID-19. In Queensland, according to the latest rural debt survey, debt for farmers has surged 11% to $19 billion from 2017 levels. Now, total borrowers in Queensland was just over 18,000. That's $1.05 million for every rural borrower. Now, this debt is affected by factors such as climate, natural disasters, markets, trading environments and, of course, production levels. And according to the report, Aussie farmers rely upon debt funding as a principal source of capital. Now, over the past 3 years, significant shifts have occurred in agricultural production. The crippling drought, decreased crop production and reduction in stock have all hurt the industry. In Queensland alone, a monsoon trough in early 2019 saw losses of 500,000 head of cattle, crops and pastures were inundated and topsoil removed. Now, the agricultural industry in Australia is experiencing more uncertainty and supply chain constraints because of the COVID pandemic. It's important for decision makers to understand the variables that go with farming and working off the land. And of course, farming and working off the land is the backbone, the very backbone of this country. The challenges are huge and they continue to be as we meet the impact of this pandemic. There's also trade sanctions from China to contend with. But it's equally important to understand that Australia has this wonderful global reputation for quality agriculture and livestock. We should never, ever forget just how important that is. We are internationally renowned for our meat, for our wine, for our fruit, for our veggies. You name it, Australia is at the top of the tree. And on that basis, we need to market ourselves, just like we market tourism. We need to market ourselves in the bush as the best in the business, the very best, world first practice. If China don't want to play ball with us, that's their problem. There are other countries out there crying out for quality Aussie exports. Now is the time to capitalise on that changing world marketplace, the changing paradigm. Throw the rule book out, as ScoMo says. We need to back ourselves, just as we always have. Now is more important than ever.